Yo, my name is SK. It's nice to officially meet y'all. I've officially started my YouTube channel, started my YouTube journey, and I hope y'all can ride with a nigga. So if y'all could sub up and show some love, definitely appreciate that. And we in this for the long run. But for my first video though, we doing a story time.
Wow.
I got an interesting one here. I'm not gonna cap. In my opinion, it's pretty interesting because it's a first for me, I guess. So it has to do with day naps. So back in the day, me and my homeboy, he kind of put me on the day naps. We jumped on there. That was around the time Monkey was going crazy. Actually, nah, it was after the Monkey wave. But me and him I would always be at his place. We'd be chilling. We'd be vibing. And then one day, I guess we just looked. I don't know what brought him to bring up day naps, but anyway, we hopped on there. I think the first one he put me on to was BLK, and then Tinder. We ain't pay too much attention to it because BLK we did because we love our black queens, but Tinder, nah, it didn't really have the emotion I was really looking for. Didn't really have my type on there, especially where we from. Yeah, I'm not really much of a nigga who play in the snow personally, but anywho, so we got on there. He kind of put us on at that time. Kind of put me on at that time. We even now I barely take him serious, but at that time we ain't take him too much serious because the way we looked at it as is we don't know if these women are real and what's really gonna come out of this. Obviously, you got that less than 1% who actually come out with a real genuine person and y'all rocking. But 9 times out of 10, you probably meet up with somebody you just finna clap for the night, get them cheeks going, clap them cheeks for the night, and then or you try it out, realize it was a waste of time, you keep it moving. But anyway, so we created the account, all that jazz. We good to go. Getting some love. We was getting some love. We talk about, damn, you got her, okay, I matched with her. Damn, we got some baddies on here. Blah 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 blah. But like I said, me and him never really took it too serious. Personally, me, I chat with some of the girls. We had some good conversations, but I never met up with any of these females. I would chat and forget about you, or I would chat and kind of forget about the app and just never get back on. So that's kind of what took place with that. And then most of the time, after a while, I just delete the app because it was just sitting there and I wasn't really using it. Or, I keep getting those blow up notifications talking about some, hey, hop back on the app. Hey, this is going on. Hey, that's going on. It's like, bro, all right, get this off my phone. I don't care about none of that. So we fast forward all the way to 2026. January 2026. Cause this probably we started doing that maybe back in maybe 2018, maybe 2019, somewhere around that time. I can't remember exactly, but anyway, 2026 January, probably towards like the middle of January. So this is kind of fresh. That's why it's probably the first thing on my mind while I'm doing the story time on it. I download Hinge. I try something different. I download Hinge, and I think I downloaded Bumble. I haven't paid too much attention to Bumble, but with Hinge. So I download that, throw some photos on there, create my first account, type a little bit of bullshit in the bio, grab the attention, all that jazz. I post it. I go through, scroll, get a couple likes. I think you can get like 5 or 6 likes maximum within a 24-hour period, and then it refresh or something like that. So I'm scrolling through like a couple females. There was a lot of options on there, which I was very much surprised. But like I said, I just always had that mindset. I don't really take it too serious. So that's kind of what it is. But anyway, the next day come, I guess a couple of them matched with me. I started chatting it up with a few of them. One girl, that pulled up. She immediately, I should have peeped this, but immediately was like, "Oh yeah, I'm on this." That's what the message said. I'm on this, and then dropped her phone number. I'm like, damn, no hesitation. All right, cool. I go back to her profile, reread it, trying to remember who this was. She was into, I guess she was into anime, watching movies, reading, and some other stuff that kind of stood out to me. So I was like, okay, all right, let's see why I like this profile. The female though, I'd probably rate her about 6. The highest I go is maybe 6.5. She was decent, but that motherfucker was back there, and she had pictures in like the sundresses. So I was like, yeah, I'm fucking with it. So anyway, we was conversing a little bit. I texted her on number saying, "Yo, what's good, so and so from Hinge." We chatting it up. We having a conversation. Shit going kind of smooth. But early in the conversation, I mean, like once again, no hesitation. I forgot what she sent before the voice memo, but she sent some, and then she sent a voice memo. The voice memo talking about some, I can't remember exactly everything, but she started breaking down, I guess, what she into, what she like doing for fun, and things of that nature. And then towards the end, that motherfucker really said, I cook, I clean, I suck, and I fuck. I'm like, damn girl, you not playing. Like you motherfucking shooting this shot. I ain't expect it. I ain't gonna lie. I've come across this with women, but it still is a shock to me because maybe it's the type of nigga I am. But most women come off presentable to me because most women hide that they be moving that way. But the ones who bold, I just be like, oh shit, I respect it because you bold. You bold enough to come out and just say what type of time you on. I can't ever hate a player who on that type of time because I'd rather you be on that type of time than sitting up here playing games and trying to hide that you in that type of shit. Please, I'm reading you from day one. But anyway, so past that, she said that. I'm like, okay, all right. So I'm like, yeah, if you doing this with me, who knows how many other niggas you been doing this with? So I was like, all right, I already knew in the back of my head I ain't taking this too much serious. But and then the other thing is she had a list, bro. She had a list. It's, oh my god, the list sounded so fucking unattractive. That shit threw me the fuck off. Talking about some I fuck and I quit. And I'm just like, no. I'm like, oh shit. So I text back, I'm like, oh, that's cool. I'm like, damn, that's cool. And then she ended up trying to call me minutes later. And I'm like, she FaceTime you, mind you. FaceTime me minutes later. I'm like, damn, hold up. Like, relax. So I was at work, so I dropped the call. I wasn't finna pick that up at that time. I let her know, hey, I'm at work. We'll chat later. So probably once I clocked out around 7, she called me back maybe right around an hour later or something. Somewhere around that time, like 8:30ish. Forgot to call her back. She called me talking about some, hey, my fault, I was supposed to call you, but I'm actually running. So it was on FaceTime, and she would look like she was outside. She said she was going for a run. It'll make sense later on, but she said she was going for a run. I'm like, oh, okay, cool, yeah, just hit me up when you finish. We didn't end up talking later that night. I think 2 days went by. We still conversing and shit, but it was like long texts in between. So like I said, wasn't taking it too much serious. And then we planned to hang out. I was like, oh, okay. It was like Sunday. We planned to hang out. I did something a little slight. I was like, yeah, let me just plan like a little movie date, something real quick, something easy, simple. Cause like I said, I don't even know if I'm feeling this girl to be taking her out to dinner and shit. But anyway, so did something a little slight, and then we talked about possibly coming back to my place. But I was even hesitant on that because me personally, I just don't like when people know where I live and I don't even know you. I'm very hesitant about disclosing that information. I ain't on that type of time person, but it's just how I was raised. So anyway, that was the original plan. So we were heading over there. She asked me to scoop her, so I came to pick up. When I was right around the corner, I texted, I'm like, hey, I'm about 5 minutes away. I pull around the corner, I see the four numbers on the house. I'm like, okay, I think I'm at the right house. I'm good. So I pull up, right? I text her, hey, I'm outside. When she came out the door, I was like, I gotta be at the wrong house. I'm like, ain't no motherfucking way. Maybe I read these numbers wrong. So I went back on my maps and just to double check. I'm like, damn, I think I am at the right house. So she walk up. I rolled my windows down. She walk up. She was like, when she walked up, she's like, hey. I was like, oh, I'm sorry, ma'am. I think I may be at the wrong house. I think I'm supposed to be at the house a little further up. Are you waiting on your Uber or your Lyft or something? She's like, no. You at the right place. I'm like, oh, for real? for real? I'm at the right place? I'm like, fuck. All right, bet. So I unlock the door. She hop in. You know when somebody hop in and your car do a little shake? That's what type of time it was on, man. It did a little shake, and I was like, oh, shit. Here we go. Mind you, I didn't tell y'all, but when she stepped out of the house, she looked 30, 40 pounds heavier than the pictures. I'm like, fuck. So it already threw me off, because I don't see the point in you lying. I don't like liars. There ain't no point in doing all that, man. The way I look at it, for women, even if you are bigger than what you used to be in your prime, whatever the case may be, you still gonna pull niggas. You still pulling niggas. You are still going to pull niggas. You don't need to lie. I promise you, you still pulling somebody pulling up in your shit. It may not be the niggas you want, but you still pulling. I more understand that from the niggas' perspective on why they probably need to finesse a little bit online, because women have such high standards of what they're looking for that 9 times out of 10, you ain't getting no love online anyway, unless you faking, flexing, or promoting some lifestyle that ain't really yours or is yours. So, or you just look good. So those are the ones who tend to win on day apps. So for her situation, she ain't need to do all that. Obviously, I wouldn't have swiped on the profile, but at the same time, she ain't need to do all that, because you still gonna get some niggas who want you. So it threw me off. But she was bigger than expected, and we was talking a little bit. The list was still throwing me the fuck out. I don't know why I went out with this girl, because the list was killing me anyway. I never talked to nobody, been around nobody with a list that's close to me, that's close to me, or that I associated myself with. So that I was like, oh, I wouldn't be able to take you serious. So anyway, we did a little bit of chatting. She no hesitation wanted to go back to my place. I'm like, yeah, nah, I got on the phone real quick, got those movie tickets. Cause I'm like, yeah, nah, I'm not driving back to my shit. Excuse me. But yeah, I'm not driving back to my shit. So anyway, we slide over to, where we go? Damn. So we slid over to the movie theater. As we driving, we chatting, we talking. Once again, like I said, I'm zoned out of the conversation, because I'm thrown off that you lied to me, and I'm thrown off that you look like this, and I'm thrown off that you got this list. So just everything was thrown off, and I'm like, damn, I'm over here thinking, I'm like, bro, I'm gonna get my ass out of this. And we get to the movie theater, and we sat in the car for a little bit, because the movie didn't start till another 30 minutes later. So we just sit in the car talking. Another thing that threw me off about that situation is that we in the car talking, right? And so we chatting it up, and she keep bringing up, I guess, this party that she hosted and how her friend didn't appreciate what she did, and she just kept talking about it. And I'm just saying, like, bro, we on a date. I don't care. I don't give a fuck about what you talking about. I don't care. It ain't got nothing to do with me. It ain't got nothing to do with us or getting to know each other. I don't care what your friend did to you. Let's focus on what's the here and now. You can deal with that. She kept hopping on the phone dealing with that. Kept distracting her from the conversation. I think she even took a phone call too. And I was like, yeah, you throwing me off. So movie finally getting ready to start. We go into we walk into the mall and then head upstairs to the movie theater. For me personally, I know it's not a female I would take seriously or talk to when I don't even want to walk next to you. I find myself walking a little bit further in front of you, and that's kind of what type of time I was on. I was definitely walking a little bit in front of her. So I'm like, yeah, this just ain't my speed. So we get up there. I'm getting more and more thrown off. My dumb ass should never bought the movie tickets. But anyway, we scan them. We get some snacks. But before we head into the movie theater, while they making the pizza, I go into the bathroom. So I go to the bathroom. I call my homeboy. I was like, yo. Nah, I text him first. I was like, yo, it's an emergency. Hit me back. He was like, oh, okay, bet. So we chatting on the phone. I'm like, bruh, I got this. This is the nigga who put me onto the day naps. So I'm like, bro, this is why I never meet up with no girl from these day naps. Tell me why this girl look 30, 40 pounds heavier. heavier than what was on the app. I'm like, no, this nigga's laughing on the phone. I'm like, damn, this shit tough. This shit tough. I'm like, bro. But the thing about my homeboy, he's the king of excuses. This nigga can wiggle his way out of any situation. So that's why I hit him up. I'm like, bro, I need some ideas. I gotta get the fuck up out of this. Cause I'd rather go back home and spend my day doing my own thing than pretend to be around somebody who I ain't really fucking with. So we over here brainstorming. I'm in this nasty ass, stank ass bathroom. That shit smell like ass, bro. Over here trying to cook up an idea. That's how you know I didn't want to be there, when I'm over here dealing with the smell of this nasty ass bathroom and this nigga in the stall next to me taking a shit. So we sitting up there cooking ideas. I'm like, damn, what is it that I want? What is it that I can do to get myself out of this situation? And he was like, bro, you may have to pull. I forgot what he said. Damn. He said, oh, you may have to be like, hey, my mama need me to do this, so and so, and then try and get your way out of that. So I tried that. Or nah, I took his idea to mine. I was like, yeah, I'm gonna see how it is. I did a little bit of complaining on the phone. Then I ended up hanging up with him. So finally walked out, grabbed my snacks, we go to the movie. When we walk into the movie theater, perfect circumstance. So any nigga who pay attention to their surroundings or is very aware of what's going on, and just certain things will be like a red flag to you, and it'll be like, yeah, I ain't too comfortable with this. I gotta slide. So I walk into that movie theater, right? As soon as you get ready to walk through the door, I see a nigga sitting in the chair, the first chair right at the entrance, wearing all black sweatsuit, black shoes, and then got a big ass duffel bag that looked like it had shit in it. To me, that's a red flag. Why are you at a movie theater wearing all black? Your hood is up, and then you got a big ass duffel bag right next to you. You ain't got no snacks, no nothing. You just there. To me, that screams like some shit finna go down if I stand here too much longer. So I saw that. We grab our seats. We sit down for a little bit. I'm eating, and I leaned over there. I'm like, I ain't gonna lie, dude up front right there is making me mad uncomfortable. I think we're gonna have to cancel this movie and get up out of here. She was like, yeah, I definitely understand. So we end up leaving. I'm waiting on her to finish up her situation at the bathroom, and then we leave. So we didn't even see the movie. It's bad because I'm a nigga who really pay attention to his money. But I took a loss on the tickets and said, fuck it, because I really ain't want to be around you. So we go downstairs. We get back to the car. And then I started heading back to her crib so I could drop her off. She talking about we going back to your place? No, we're not going back to my place. So why not? I was like, that piece I ate, my stomach hurt like a motherfucker. I think I'm gonna just call it a day and go lay down. I need to go get some Pepto-Bismol. I'm like, nah, I'm good. I'm not going back to my shit. We're not doing that. And she was like, oh, well, I thought, I'm like, I ain't gonna lie, I'm not feeling it. My stomach hurting and I'm good for the day. So I end up just cranking up the music and then just kind of vibing to that until we get back to her place. I drop her off. I was like, yeah, sorry for the whole situation. It was just weird vibes. Yeah, it is what it is. And then she was like, yeah, maybe we can reschedule. I'm like, oh, okay, yeah, cool. So she closed the door, and yeah, definitely drove off. And that was the end of that. that was the end of that. That was the end of that, cause since then, definitely have my hesitations, and now I know I should probably be FaceTiming and getting a 360 before hanging out with these females off of these day naps. Like I said, I never really took day naps too seriously. I've never had trouble getting women in person, so I would just kind of hop on there just for the conversation, or just for the little entertainment of like, oh damn, I'm getting love on these apps. So that's kind of really what I was getting on there for, or boredom. Boredom was a good one now. But anywho, but yeah, just that story time. Hey, y'all brothers, be careful. Be careful. Start getting them FaceTime calls and asking for them 360s. Don't waste your time going out with people you're not fucking with. But I know there's niggas out there that's so desperate for something that they still would have been like, yeah, that's good enough for me. I'm just not that nigga. I've never been that down bad. I'm gonna pick me every time. That's just how my mindset is. But what was funny earlier was, I don't know if y'all peeped it, but she was like, yeah, I'm jogging. You wasn't no motherfucking jogging. Get the fuck out of here, bro. Went for a run. Where? Where? You what? Stop it. So that's another thing that, yeah, so the lying, the not looking the same as your photos, and then you playing it off like it's all good. You know you look different. Talking about something, I went to Bethune. Yeah, that's what you look like when you went to Bethune. You don't look like that now. And then you got the audacity to walk around like everything all cool. You know that's not what your photo's showing. Oh. Yeah, that wasn't it, man. That shit wasn't it. But yeah, that's just to kind of wrap up my story time. This will be my first little video I post on my channel. Y'all get a little insight of my life and how a nigga moving. But yeah, we definitely ain't need. Shit. Yeah, nah, we definitely ain't playing games around here. We got to, if shit ain't right, we out of there. So, hey, I definitely appreciate y'all for watching my first video. Yeah, it's gonna be a little story time. So I think I'm probably gonna do like story times. Probably get some TikTok videos, react to it, give my opinions, things of that nature. Later down the line, maybe I already created a gaming channel, but add some content on that and just slowly building it. This is going to be a hobby that I'm going to really enjoy and just kind of have fun with it. Feel like life has been stagnant, so I'm kind of just switching things up and just doing something a little different, stepping outside of my box, my comfort zone. Because I would say I got a lot of funny and enjoyable experiences and just do a lot of interesting things. But I feel like, you know, I need to, I guess, let the world hear that, or just, you know, not be so reserved. I feel like for me, I'm just such a reserved nigga that this is not something I would normally think of to do or be so, you know, forthcoming with my life and my experiences. Because I'm very much very laid back, very hesitant, very chill. So me expressing myself on the internet is going to be something new for me, something different. I'm nervous, but I'm enjoying myself. I definitely appreciate y'all. Let me cut off the yap session though.